It's wacky shenanigans time. Runic stun win? That's so boring in vanilla. Why would I ever play a pure deck like that? I wonder if Worm Zero will work in this. Hi, Mr. Logs. Don't forget to give Leah her White Claw budget. Leah didn't sell out. Oh, thanks for the resub, Jupiter Spider. And Nair. As an April Fool's Day joke when you pretend to be a meta player? No. Never. They're just playing kaijus, I guess. I think they have Maxi in their hand. Oh, they do! I didn't even pay attention to that. Thanks for the subs intentionally and Rex. I'm so happy you're live. Why? Thanks for giving me the kind, you idiot. Now what are you gonna do? Summon Birdman and then go into Frizzon? Save to watch later. Maxi into Frizzon. Oh, okay. Whoa, you stole the card back. Because you've had a long week? Oh yeah, well I've had a short week. Well, I guess that's one way to FTK. How's your throat? I gotta be careful with it. Every 15 minutes I should take a cough drop. But I don't have any timers on here. Oh, I have a 5-minute timer, apparently. I don't think that works, though. Are you maining DD Designator? No. So for this deck, I'm trying to summon out the worm fusion monster with as many worms as possible. Duel. They're playing Centurion. 100k short for gifted shub. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh yeah, the channel rewards. I would say save your channel points, because once my merch shop goes up, I'll just have merch as rewards for channel points. But as a gamble, you can't just buy them. You get a chance to get something. How about the shipping? I think we can give you a code for free shipping. I'm trying to think. I know we can give out codes for free shipping. But I'm trying to think, can you give a code for free shipping and the free item? Because currently on the Glitch Stars website, there's like a spin wheel where you spin the wheel and it gives you a code at random. And like I created all those codes myself and set up the wheel. So it's like I know how to do it. I just have never combined the two together. Play the Danger Kaiju deck? Oh my god, in the event where dangers don't work? That's a funny idea. Oh, Jama deck when? What do you mean when? I've done that already 2 years ago. How have you not watched every single one of my VODs? Again? I did it again a year ago. How have you not watched every single one of my VODs? I fought someone playing Dangers in this event. They're playing stupid. It must be a yearly tradition, and then I did it again. Did you already get mine crushed? No. Oh my god, there was a hype train. Thank you, everybody, for the motherfucking cum train. You heard me. Yay, it's my turn. Fuck. I feel like this is probably not the deck to be playing in this event. Can you do a custom card review stream? No. Do I run Guardian Chimera? What was that? Here comes Cosmic Blazar Dragon. You can't just go into Cosmic Blazar Dragon like that. It requires a whole bunch of synchros. Yes, he can. They wouldn't make a card that lets you easily cheat out a level 12 synchro monster. That would be craziness. Hey look, it's Cosmic Laser Dragon. I don't think I'm winning this one. Dual Trial. Ashley. That was the name of the girl I had a crush on when I was in 3rd grade. And then when she told me she liked me back, it scared me, so I never talked to her again and avoided her. You should play Pure Danger. Dangers don't work in the event, idiot. Oh shit. Regeki and Harvey's Feather Duster? Oh, it's just Nemlaria. They destroyed my hand. My respect play. During their respective turns, each player must show their respective hand. I think I'm gonna lose this one. Only because they opened cracked, not because my deck sucks. Also, my deck sucks. Okay, what's something that doesn't suck as bad? They released a new card that I wanted to make a deck about. If only this deck wasn't made specifically to be a bad deck to play against streamers. Pierce Brigands. Barrier Grand Module. Jinzo. Oh, yeah, the Jinzo deck. If you had to duel a character from the anime series of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, who would you choose? Alexis. That reminds me. So there was this Akiza figurine which was announced, and they were talking about it on Reddit, and someone was like, man, TheDuelLogs must be really excited about this. And some of the replies was like, oh, actually, TheDuelLogs thinks anyone who watches the anime is a child and hates people who watch the anime. And I'm just like, whoa. I didn't know I thought that way. They're also like, he looks down on anyone who watches the anime. I'm just like, do I now? That's the first I've heard of it. You're evil after all? I don't look down on people who watch the anime. I just don't watch it because it's made for children and I'm not super into children's shows. However, I do watch people who review children's shows because I like watching reviews of children's shows, but I don't like watching them. Have you guys ever heard of Mr. Enter? He's an adult man who loves to review children's shows. I watch pretty much all of his videos. Pretty kitty anime? Yeah. It's really hard to explain to people, like, the difference between a show targeted towards children and one that is not. Because I feel like most people understand, and the people who don't, it's really hard to explain to. I thought you didn't like watching the anime because you boring. Well, I mean, it is also boring. Hello, Mr. Logs. Hello, Mr. Logs. Oh, damn it. They have an ash blossom. One, two, three. Oh, this card added to your hand. Don't quit! I didn't even get to use Jinzo! Damn, they really screwed up their combo. As in, I don't think they know how to do their combos at all. Any event for glitch stars? Like what? What kind of event? Give us good ideas. The CEO was online. That's because I finished most of my work for the day. Meet and greet glitch stars in Roblox? God, that's a good idea. Collab with Mr. Beast? Okay, I'll message him. I feel like I could probably get a collab now that no one's working with him. Heavy Metal Raiders! Oh, I can't breathe. I think I'm having a panic attack. Ugh. Have you tried Hazy Flame? I haven't played Hazy Flame in forever. Axis Sisters, it's so ogre. Nuh-uh, not unless they banish all my cards. Hee hee hee, Jinzo goes to the graveyard. Oh shit, they have Martha in hand. Well, that's not very nice. You still have no clue what Axis sisters do? Nothing. They like to screw me over. Yeah, they banish, and I need my stuff to get destroyed to proc. Axis sisters, my one weakness. What is your ace monster to use against Alexis from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? My ace monster is the Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. That reminds me, I had a crush on a girl named Alexis when I was in 4th grade. And she used to play tetherball, so I learned how to play tetherball so that I could talk to her. But I was too chicken to ever ask her out. And then I moved to a new school. Psychic Wave. Send Jinzo to the graveyard and inflict 600 damage for no reason. How about asking her out now? No. Women are scary. I also had a guy friend named Alexis when I was in 9th grade, and he hated his name, so he had it legally changed to Alex. Because people would make fun of him all the time for it. Including me, I'd make fun of him too. Everybody did. I'm not a saint. Oh yeah, I remember. It was me, him, and 3 other people, and we'd all eat lunch together. And then one of the dudes from our from that little group died over the summer. Good times. Alexis, was he Hispanic? Yes. He could have just called himself Alexi. Alexi is a girl's name too. What does respect play really do for anyone? I have a deck that can take advantage of it, but it's not very good. It pretty much just floodgates decks like Danger. But there also are a lot of cards that it can help against too. I just don't play any of them because that deck sucks. What is there to learn about tetherball? There's technique in tetherball, actually. No, actually, I was really good at any sport I played. I was gonna say, like, I don't think my 4th grade self really understood it that well, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was, like, one of the top tetherball players. I wasn't the top. There was this one kid who used to bring a glove to school so he could play tetherball during recess. Nobody could beat that kid. He was too good. I think I was like the 2nd best though. Besides the tryhard kid. Come on, attack me! That's tier FTK? No, it's not. Good morning. It's not morning, it's nighttime. Holy shit. They milled 2 rollbacks and a Shyren? Damn, son. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't feel like real Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. How long does it take to battle phase? How many games doesn't even go to battle phase and your opponent surrendered already? What? How do they FTK with this? Yeah, okay, boomer. They didn't negate it. Okay. You're a boomer? Untrue. I'm a millennial. Ooh. Ooh, neat. That's the FTK? I've never seen it before. Let's try to make this deck not awful. Mind Crush. A level 6 Fiend. I can't even use it because it only reveals during their turn. Does Panthesium work? Rehand to the graveyard and then draw 2 cards. Yeah. March of the Monarchs. The Monarchs erupt. Domain of the Monarchs. The Monarchs storming forth. With Thestalos, you can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 monster opponent controls and 1 tribute summon monster you control. You can tribute summon this card by banish 1 random card of the hand, and if you do inflict 1,000 damage, if this card is tributed by tributing a level 8 or higher tribute summon monster, apply this effect, banish 1 card of the field, and if it was fire or dark monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original level. Magic Planter's Trap Eater is funny. Oh, Trap Eater is funny. OG Thestalos Hand Rips. That's true. Look, Thestalos, the Mega Monarch. Okay, let's play this deck. Oh, lose 1 turn would be funny. Oh, that would work in this deck. Oh my goodness gracious. Twisty Amano Zako just followed me. Wait, is Life Hack in the game now? What's Life Hack? I made a Life Hack deck? What's Life Hack? Also, I didn't know Twisty even had a Twitch account. Leerless at locals yesterday? I feel like I vaguely know what card you guys are talking about. Oh, they quit. Yay! I made it solely to follow you, Mr. DuelLogs. Neat. Let me make you VIP. Wow, I'm so honored. What's your name again? Twisty Amano Zakawa? I don't think anyone in chat knows who they are. Twisty is one of the newest members of Niji Sanji. VIP. There we go. She's kind of a big deal. Masterful game? I know, right? That was a lie, by the way. I just scammed VIP. Uh-huh, sure. Not even a shout out. Can one of my lazy mods shout her out? Is she for real, the realsies? I don't know why anyone would pretend to be here to follow me. Actually, let me look at her channel real quick. Yeah, I mean, she's in the Niji Sanji EN team. You can't really get more legit than that. Yeah, kind of a big deal. Oh my god, I was in Nova's stream the other day. And I forgot the context. But they were being mean, so I started spamming about how I have... never mind, I shouldn't say it. Life hack, boost your monster equals to your opponent's life. When you do half damage, you can make a sum 9 go 8k. Oh, I have that in my barrier statue deck. Yeah. I just couldn't remember the name of the card. Bruh, okay, all I did was I subtracted her subscriber count from mine. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, I guess I'm not relevant enough. I only have 311.5 thousand more subscribers than you on this channel. And I kept spamming it. It was a funny joke in context. Out of context, I sound mean, so like... It's I don't really want to give the context either. I thought you were mean? No, I'm only like... Well, actually, Leah did call me a robot the other day. Because, so like, one of the managers was mad that I gave them critique on like one of the things they put out. And... I don't know. You mean you're not mean? So basically what happened was they put out a post for like Miwa's anniversary event. And this manager wasn't supposed to do it because we delegated the job of social media to the other manager. But the other manager was busy, and so she just did it herself. And I didn't know that, so I went into the manager chat and I was like, hey, next time we do these posts, we need an outline on the text. We can't just have white text without an outline. And also, the letters need to be bigger. And then she got really mad because, you know, it wasn't her job to do it. And then she was getting criticism for it instead of praise. And I was like, are you mad? And she's like, yeah, I'm a little peeved that I was supposed to do this and blah, blah, blah. My response was just, oh. And I just kind of ignored it for like 5 hours. And then Lee was like, why is the manager mad at you? And I explained the situation. She's like, why didn't, you know, you could just explain the situation, everything would probably be fine. And I'm just like, I felt like it was more efficient to just let her cool off and not say anything than waste half an hour trying to go over the situation and get it solved. You know? I forgot what cards were in their hand. And she said I was a robot for doing that. I was just like, that's just good business sense. Just like a real corpo? Yeah, it's just like, am I really gonna sit there and argue for 30 minutes? Or just, like, go back to work because I was really busy with something and then just talk to them later once they've cooled down? I call that micromanaging. I feel like you're very professional. I am professional. I did a cost-benefit analysis. It's just the cost-benefit analysis was on their feelings. So 5 hours later, I threw the message like, hey, I was really busy. This seems to be something of somewhat of a logistics issue. Next time we have a manager meeting, we will go over this and make sure this doesn't happen again. She was like, okay. And I know this manager only types back okay when they're mad still, but I'm just like, I mean, it wasn't my fault. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. The walk away technique. I was busy. I was like, man, I know if I, you know, push this issue and like ask her what's wrong and then we go over it, this is gonna take 30 minutes of my time. And I'm in the middle of something right now, and I have executive dysfunction problems, so it's hard to get back into work once I'm done. I'm just like, I'm just gonna do the cost-benefit analysis here and just ignore the problem because I know it'll be easier to deal with later. And it was! You don't have an extra deck? Well, this deck is not supposed to have an extra deck. Of course I don't have one. Ooh, Nurse Spray. I haven't seen this in a while. Married people call that the walk away technique. Oh my god. Am I basically a married person? Just kidding. I'm never going to get married. TheDuelLogs is actually grinding other things to min-max. Hey, you have to do cost-benefit analysis sometimes. No ED is erectile dysfunction. You do have ED? What? I don't have erectile dysfunction. Being married is dumb. Get a cat and be alone forever. I don't want a cat, though. We have 2 cats in the house right now. Because my little brother is living with me right now and he loves animals. So we have 2 cats, a little dog, and an axolotl. I don't know why the fuck they have an axolotl. I didn't know axolotls were real, to be honest. But we have one in a tank downstairs. And God, those cats are constantly hungry. They're always trying to get into food or the trash can or something. They're like Pokemon? I thought they were like, I don't know. What's its name? I don't know what its name is, and I don't care. I'm a genius. You're not living in a mansion? No, I just live in a big house. It's illegal to bring in some countries? Why? That doesn't sound correct. Woo! I got an attack boost. Because it's endangered? Is it? What is the axolotl's name? No idea. I don't know what any of the cats' names are either. I do remember the dog's name because his name is cool. His name is Duke. Nurse Burn will cure you? Yeah, I just need to summon some monsters. If it wasn't illegal, I want a pet otter. Why? Pet turtles cannot be owned? Hello, TheDuelLogs of the YouTube channel, the TheDuelLogs Twitch channel, TheDuelLogs, and owner of Glitch Stars. Don't forget that. World's least effective. Well, I mean, I'm glad they were playing an ineffective version of it. You have kittens? You don't even know what that is? Well, you will eventually. We're still new. One of these days. One of these days. Is there anything cool to change my icon to? No, I kind of like having Demise. The King of Armageddon. Because he's cool and mysterious like I am. So what new deck do I have? Oh yeah, my Obelisk deck. There was a new Obelisk card that came out. Now we have all of the Obelisk support. I don't know why the Obelisk card took so long to come out, but now that it's out, I can finally play my Obelisk deck. What, really? How did you not know, Nair? The mirror card? Yeah. Do you know what it does? Because I forgot. I trust Past Me made a decent deck. I imagine the cat be in the room and Logs goes, "Hey cat, out." Oh my god, I did that today. I was in the storage room getting some like card packs and like a mat and some deck boxes, like take some photos. And then the cat snuck in there and he wouldn't get out. And he just like hid between the boxes. And I was like, "Cat, get out." And he just looked at me. And I was like, "Okay, I'll just come back later and let you out when you get bored." Wait, how come I can't see their hand? Wait, someone's name is Uwutism? You're in ranked? I know, I'm just joshing you. How was I not notified of this? What rank is this? Diamond. Wait, what's the top rank in Master Duel? What's wrong with your name? It's funny. Who's your Oshi nowadays? Sounds like a loaded question. It's gold. No, it's Diamond 5. I mean, Diamond 1 if that's better. No, I'm in Masters. Master 1. Still waiting on King of Games rank? They have that in Duel Links. I'm telling Minnie she's not your Oshi. Go for it. She won't believe you. You missed Stim, Mr. Logs? Oh, she hasn't been streaming. I'm telling Rosamund she's not your Oshi? Shut up. Did you know some people have a don't talk about other streamers in their chat rule? If you guys talk about other streamers in my chat, taking away attention from me, I'm going to get angry. I personally think it's whatever. Here, let me tell you something, chat. The reason a lot of streamers have that rule is because a lot of streamers are crazy. So if it doesn't make sense to you, that's because you're probably normal. Yeah, the only rule in this chat is to have fun. That's because if you break the rule, I can ban you permanently. And having fun is completely subjective to me. So, like, I can just ban you guys for whatever reason I want. It's like a loophole in the rules, just like the contract I had all the girls sign. My God, did you guys see the contract on Twitter? Someone like screenshotted a contract from a VTuber corp, and it was like, if you sign this, then you waive your right to sue us for anything, and you have to agree to this. I'm just like, that's not how that works. Good luck enforcing that contract in any court. It's like, if you sign this contract, that means you can't hold us accountable for anything. That's a dumb contract. It's so dumb that it's not even, like, legally binding. I'm pretty sure they did not have a lawyer write that. They probably had their crazy CEO write it. It didn't seem enforceable. It's not enforceable at all. You can't just waive away, like, liability like that. That's not how it works. They have their online lawyer. I mean, even online lawyers are smarter than that. Unless you get a really fake one. Oh my God, are they done comboing yet? I'm not even a lawyer, and I would know that would never hold up in court. Well, I think the intended purpose of it is to scare the people from trying in the first place. For legal reasons, this is still not legal advice. Crap, I don't want the token. They can go into Lars, can't they? Or they can go for a fusion summon. Gosh dang modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they combo for 36 minutes before I take my first turn. Isn't that most contracts are, even normal companies? Scare tactics? I don't think so. Like, contracts themselves generally aren't scare tactics. It's more like some of the things they put in the contracts, you know? Yeah, literally 36 minutes. Or was it 37 minutes? I forgot the joke. It's been so long and no one makes it anymore. Oh my God, they're still going. I still use the chain energy deck list from a long time ago. What chain energy deck list? I don't remember that. I don't think I need my extra deck. From the old style videos? That's from a very long time ago then. Wow, other people say Mr. DuelLogs twinsies. Do they call me Mr. DuelLogs? Oh, I guess some of them do. Oh, goodness gracious. Wait, that reminds me, did you guys know League of Legends added a Vampire Survivors mode to it? I was like, whoa. Playing it right now. I was like, I love Vampire Survivors, even though I think that game is hella boring. I mean, League of Legends, not Vampire Survivors. Well, actually, I think I would like League if I gave it a chance, to be honest. I think I'm just too salty about Heroes of the Storm not working out to play it. Hop on after stream for real. Wait, is the Vampire Survivors a multiplayer? Let me play League with friends. You mean Hollow Cure? Shut up. You can play 4 people. Oh wait, how the fuck do you play multiplayer Vampire Survivors? That sounds awesome. I mean, unless the mechanics suck ass. I want to try that out. I love Vampire Survivors. I played so much Vampire Survivors, it's not even humorous. Yeah, it's a new game mode. Oh, I only have League of Legends to play with streamers sometimes. Transaction rollback? How come they're not deleting my cards? Oh. Oh. You would never play League? I mean, I like Heroes of the Storm. Whoa! It's just whenever I play another MOBA, I just think I could be playing Heroes of the Storm instead, and my time is limited. What? When did I get into gold? I thought I was in the top tier. We could have won that? How? I don't see how. Gimmick Puppet is definitely playable in the TCG. Oh my god, I took so many photos today. I don't know why that reminded me of that. Card destruction! What's the highest rank you've achieved? Master 1. Ooh, they don't have Ash Blossom. Neat. Holy shit. Wow, their graveyard is set. Please don't have Ash. Please don't have Ash. Oh, thank God. You're boned? Oh yeah? Well, your mom. Your mom goes to college. And then draw a card. Whoa! You can banish this card, target one of your banished level 4 insect, and place it on the bottom of your deck. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Target 3 or 6 of your normal traps that are banished and or in your graveyard. Place them on the bottom of your deck in order, then draw 1 card for each. I have 2. I can't do that. Well, I can still summon this. Then use Destrudo to do this. Oh, they use Maxi. Shit, I didn't know that. No one told me. Do you have to download something for the Vampire Survivors mode? I do kind of want to try that out. Cubic Ascension. No, it's just normal League client? Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure I have that downloaded. Unfortunately, I do have League downloaded so that I can play with other people who play League. Oh my god. I remember for the longest time, because like, I'm not 100% against playing League. I just think Heroes is better. And for the longest time, people would always be like, oh, you know, don't play League of Legends, you know, like, haha, the game will ruin your life. I'd be like, hey, I think I might be interested in trying the game out. They're like, oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. The game will ruin your life. Don't do it. And, like, it was just... like literally it was a whole bunch of different people every time I would show interest in League, they'd be like, oh, don't play League. Don't want to get stuck playing it like I am. I'm just like, God, you guys are all so obnoxious. Of course I don't want to play if you guys are going to act like that. Oh, don't play League. Don't play League. Don't play League. You don't end up like me. But actually, it's not a joke. No, no, no. They always say that. They always say that. Like, all of them. Ah, you stupid bitch. It's like, oh my god. These League of Legends players, they're so brain rotted on their game that they think there's no other toxic games in the world. Why no wait for the battle phase? Because I was excited. It's like World of Warcraft, for instance. If you're in a dungeon group in World of Warcraft and you let people know you're a new player, they'll kick you out. Like, World of Warcraft players don't play around. They value their time above all else. So if you tell them you're a new player, they'll kick you out so they can get someone else who won't be a new player. That way their dungeon can be ran like 1 minute faster. Because the cost-benefit analysis of having to teach a new player is not worth just waiting like an extra second for a new one to come in. So it's like, you know, League is not the only community that's toxic. It's also not the only game that's takes a lot of your time. So like all of these League players who are like, oh, don't play League, you don't want to end up like me. I'm just like... This League is not unique. There's lots of games like this. I don't get why so many people are like... WoW players are actually... Yeah, WoW players are... I feel like WoW players are just as toxic. They literally kick you out of a group if they find out you're new. Is the space dual log because of brain rot? Is the space spider dual logs because of brain rot? What? I don't get it. Being lava golem is worse than being kaiju. Place with kaiju, you only have one monster. I can't believe they're stealing my cards like this. This isn't... I'm gonna lose this. They already have game on board. It's cause LoL is just so much more massive than most games. I mean, World of Warcraft is also pretty massive. But maybe, I don't know. That could be part of it. You're right, League is very big. I went to the toilet after making a dungeon group the other day and forgot to reset the dungeon. Came back to them waiting to form a new group without me. WoW players understand that your time is valuable and they don't want to waste time having to teach someone how to play the game. There's even like that whole video about how it's rude to be bad at Warcraft because you're wasting other people's time. Like, WoW players don't joke around. What other games do you play besides Yu-Gi-Oh and LoL? Well, I don't play League of Legends. But I mainly play World of Warcraft and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've been playing a lot of Magic recently. And outside of that, I play a shit ton of backpack battles. I think I play that more than anything. But I also don't have time to play video games because I'm usually busy. So like when I say I play all those games, it's not a lot. The only reason I'm streaming right now is because I finished my work for the day. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic is cheating. I also play Pokemon sometimes too. But the thing is, I have YouTube channels about those games. I feel like I should play them so that I learn how to play games that I'm making videos about. Skibidi Toilet. Do you guys know Skibidi Fortnite? Do you guys know how the Skibbity Fortnite song goes? It goes like this: Skibbity Fortnite, skibbity, skibbity Fortnite, skibbity, skibbity Fortnite, skibbity, skibbity Fortnite, skibbity, skibbity Fortnite, skibbity. Skibbity Fortnite, skibbity, 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 skibbity Fortnite, skibbity. Do you play the Digimon TCG? No, they don't have an online client for it. Don't stop. The song's over. That was the whole song. You guys should look it up. There's an ad. I should play the maximum amount of ads possible. I saw this clip on Reddit about a streamer whose whole gig is they stream for like 70 hours in a row until they pass out, and then they keep doing it so that they can run the maximum amount of ads as much as possible, and they just make all of their money through ad revenue. And I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. I wonder if I could force, you know, some of my new gen to do that. Disgusting. And she was like, ooh, I can tell, like, I can keep going because my heart palpitations aren't that bad yet. Usually, once they get really severe, that's when I have to go to sleep. But because they're only mild, that means I can still stay up for like another 12 hours. It's like, wow, this girl's crazy. I used to watch a streamer who gaslight his viewers into praising ads. That's hilarious. You just do sleeping streams and run ads then? But people don't really watch sleeping streams though. That's actually revolting. I see it as a good business opportunity. Where you guys see mud, I see a field of flowers. I watch sleeping videos on YouTube instead. Yeah, I make a lot from those sleeping videos on YouTube. Vlogs karaoke gave me flashbacks to Tsunami cover. I should sing more. I don't know how to sing, but I'm sure I could learn if I wanted to. My goal is to have Just Sleepy be my most watched category of 2022. What? Why? Destrudo is glued to your hand? Well, I think I run 3 copies of it. No, I only run 1. Wow, that's weird. Why do I keep drawing into it? If Taylor Swift can do it, you can too. That's what I'm saying. I always think if the OG herself can do it, I can too. I have no idea what you're talking about though. Can you imagine how broken sleep would be if you could learn while you're sleeping? Who's Taylor Swift? Who's Tay Swift? Man, I wish I didn't need to sleep. I could get so much more work done. But like, I wish only I didn't need sleep and everyone else did. Because if everyone else didn't need sleep either, then I wouldn't get as much work done because it would just be the same amount of work everyone else is doing. I wish I specifically was the only person who didn't need to sleep. That way I could just do whatever I want. Honestly, sleep is bliss. Yeah, I love sleep. When I was talking to my therapist about like why I have anxiety while driving, she was like, well, are you afraid of dying? I'm just like, yeah, you know, to an extent. And she's like, oh, what's that like? You know, let's explore this. I'm just like, well, I'm honestly, that part doesn't really like concern me because I just think of it like going to sleep forever and I like sleeping. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not in there, so let's move on to something else. You know, part of the reason I haven't adverse to death is because I like living. You're still seeing a therapist? Yeah, I still have my panic attacks. Whew. In fact, I might end the stream early just because like they keep coming back. Test it out if I can learn how to resolve linear equation canon while sleeping by watching the videos. Revolving linear equation canon is really easy, actually. It's been an hour. But I wanted to play my new decks. Why is everyone having mental issues nowadays? You see, the reason I'm going to my therapist is to find that out. Do you not take pills? I take 2 pills. One in the morning and one at night. Just make them stop? I wish. People have always had mental issues? Oh yeah? Name 3 mental issues. Checkmate, atheist. The only reason I have mental issues is because the government's trying to nerf me. Because without it, I would be too powerful. How bad are your panic attacks? They're not that bad, but they're really bad when they happen while I'm driving. Because if I pass out while driving, I'll crash and die. I was watching a Melody stream. Unfortunately, she was talking about Twilight. I love Twilight. Do you guys want to talk about Twilight? Who's your favorite Twilight vampire? I'll go first. Mine is Jasper. Because he has the ability to control emotions. Edward? Why? Why would you pick the main character? He's the worst one. My first girlfriend made me read Twilight. You had a girlfriend? Robert? Who's Robert? I think LSD helped with that. I saw Joe Rogan show. What? Jacob? First girlfriend implies multiple? I know, right? Have you ever tried not having a panic attack? Which one was the sibling that hated Bella? It wasn't Jasper. I don't remember their names. I just know Jasper was cool because he can control emotions. I just think, man, imagine what would be possible if you could just control emotions. Like, I could control my own emotions too and just be like an efficient machine of work. Because, you see, in the lore of Twilight, all vampires basically have, like, quirks. You know, kind of like My Hero Academia or X-Men, where they all get a special vampire power whenever they turn. And also, for the first year of life, they're stronger than normal vampires because they still have human blood coursing through their veins. So, like, the first arc of Twilight is all about a dude going around creating brand new vampires so that he has an army of, like, new bloods that he can use in order to fight the Cullens, which is a established family, because after a while, you start learning how to control and use your powers better, so, like, the advantages of being a new blood aren't that great, because there's, like, a power structure in the world of Twilight, where there are these people who have ruled for so long that literally they were, like, petrified and turned into stone. Why do you know Twilight lore? Why don't you know Twilight lore? Isn't that like being a psychopath? No, psychopaths don't really have emotions. So, like, the top vampires of the world, you know, they control everyone, they tell you what to do, and you do it. The only reason people don't know about vampires is because, like, these top people, they, like, kill any vampires who try to go public, and they, like, control the media. They're like the Illuminati, kind of, but with less power. And not real. And, so, like, they have a dude on their squad whose ability is literally to just, like, paralyze people. I don't know if you guys are watching that anime that's airing this season about the guy who has, like, the ability to just paralyze anyone he sees. Well, that's what one of the dudes has. He has, like, a mist that can paralyze everyone. And because of this, it's also like AoE too, so they don't have to worry about anything. So he just paralyzes like armies of people, and then they just go in and kill them because, you know, when you're paralyzed, it's not like a sleep condition. Paralyze is paralyze. So it's a very strong condition. They're kind of overpowered because they have this dude. However, this is where Bella comes in. Bella is the main character of the Twilight universe. And the whole reason Edward liked Bella was because he could not read her mind, because Edward's power is mind reading. And he was super intrigued. He was like, oh, well, I don't know if he was intrigued, but he like definitely was interested because he can read her mind. So like she already had anti-vampire powers baseline before she even became a vampire. Then she becomes a vampire, and then her power is like vampire power negation. She's like a negator. And this scares the hell out of the dudes who control the world, like the top vampires, because their whole shtick is that they rely heavily on their powers in order to beat people. So if someone was to exist who could nullify their vampire powers, they would obviously be a threat, and that's Bella. So they make up shit, and they have like, you know, subterfuge in order to get Bella, because they can't allow someone this powerful to exist. So that's why there's like the whole arc of the 3rd season where like Bella, her power is to negate powers, and she can also have it like be a force field around everyone else, so she can make everybody immune to powers. So like in an unpowered world, whoever has like the most newborn vampires wins, because like they're strongest physically. But also there's just more people on their side because they were able to like get a whole bunch of people. And one of the vampires basically had like the power of the 4 elements, like the Avatar, and they had him on their side. So like the final vampire war never actually happened because they were so scared of Bella, they just gave up. And then they gave him an out, and they're like, okay, cool, that works. And that was the end of the show, because they're like, oh shit, we can't do anything, like our powers are turned off, and they have the Avatar on their side. And so like, you know, in the books it ends pretty anticlimactically because they just get scared of Bella. But in the movies, they like actually played all out, and like the dude with the, you know, the elements powers, he like creates like a chasm, and there's like a huge old fight scene, and they're all just going at like the Avengers thing. And then it turns out it's all like in their imaginations because it doesn't actually happen. But in the movies, they actually animated what the battle would look like with all these powers, which we never got in the books. So like that was one of the parts where the movies like improved on the books. Otherwise, the books were generally better because the movies were poorly directed in spots. I can't wait for this to end up on the TheDuelLogs book. Just what the fuck? Why did I start talking about Twilight? The movies were better because Edward is cute. Oh my god. Women. That's all they care about. Actually, I've realized like a lot of women don't really care that much about how a guy looks, which I've always found odd because most guys only care about looks. Ugh. The Twilight Logs, don't test me. I know more about Twilight lore than anyone. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about the whole thing with like, you know, the subplot with the werewolves. So, funny thing about like the werewolves in Twilight, they're not actually werewolves, they're like shaman ghost wolves, but there are actually werewolves in the Twilight universe. They exist, it's just the werewolves that we see on screen and in the books are not actually werewolves, they're like shamans. And it's like a little great piece of lore, they're basically like shapeshifters. But there are real werewolves in the Twilight universe, we just never see any of them. And one of the top dudes, you know, who's part of like the elite vampires or like Illuminati, he's scared like of werewolves. Because actual werewolves are super duper strong and like, but they only come out in a full moon, so he just like never goes out during a full moon because he's terrified of werewolves. And then when the wolves from like the clan decide to go and help out the vampires, they're scared until they realize they're not real werewolves. They're just dudes who can turn into big wolves. They're not werewolves. He's a pedo. So what happens is because they're not real werewolves, they're like people who turn into wolves, but they also have like wolf powers. And one of the things is they imprint on someone. And the main love interest imprints on the girl's daughter after she's born. Yeah. And imprinting means like they're in love with them immediately. It's like love at first sight. So he immediately falls in love with this girl, and because of that, that's what gives the entire clan of shaman werewolves, they're not werewolves, they're wolf people, the right to join the final battle. So like it was a plot point, and they're like, yeah, Pella was really upset. She's like, you imprinted on my daughter, you know, because she's like a baby. And he's like, well, he's like 17 or 16 or something. He's not an adult yet, but he definitely will be an adult before she is. There's a huge age gap. It's definitely not cool, and they treat it like that way until the end of the movie, where they're like, yeah, we let this dude babysit our daughter who imprinted on her. Now, it's not weird. If they get married when she turns 18, whatever. Oh, what's grooming? I don't know. We've never heard of that word before. Another reason I shouldn't watch it. You guys just don't understand how interesting the Twilight lore and universe is. You guys are all idiots. Only I am smart. Oh, I shouldn't be talking so much, otherwise I'm going to hurt my throat. I don't know why, but whenever I stream by myself, it hurts my throat if I talk for too long. But if I'm on someone else's stream, or if I'm just talking to people in like voice chat, I can talk for hours with no problem. It's almost as if I put on a different voice when I'm streaming by myself, as opposed to when I'm in a collab. And I feel like my voice isn't that much different. Streamer mode voice hits differently. Yeah, my streamer mode voice hurts my throat like crazy. Logs, you learned Twilight lore from those 10-minute summary videos, huh? No, I fucking read the books before the first movie even came out. I read all the books before the first movie came out. There wasn't even YouTube back then when I read all the books. YouTube wasn't even invented yet. Like a 15-year-old girl? No, I was like in college when I read them, I think. Or maybe I was in high school. Why? Because I read a lot. I just like reading. It's because you hate talking to your viewers? I mean, you got me there, but I was thinking, did you guys see the Rushia, whatever her new name is? She had like a stream where she let random people from Discord come into Clip It. He hates his fans. Oh, I tell them I hate them like 10 times a stream. That's nothing new. So like, yeah, she, the girl who used to be Rushia, she streams on a new account now, and she had like a huge controversy where she was like mean to her boyfriend. No, her husband, where she like basically like, you know, just really mean to him. And she also spent all her money on a host boy. And that all came out, and they're like, the family of the husband trying to sue her and everything, and blah, blah, blah. And anyway, she was like in a tournament for like Rust or something, and she weaseled her way in through like nepotism. And then when she went in, she kept trying to go get on the team of like the largest streamer on the server, but they all hated her. And so they kept yelling at her to go away, and she would like cry on stream. And she kept trying to just get on the team of like the biggest people, like very like straight up clout chasing. Like, you know, normally I have no problems with clout chasing. You know, get that bag. But it was funny how blatant she was being with it, especially because she is already like really big on her own. And so they just kept making fun of her. She got yelled at a lot, and they were like, no, we hate you. We don't want you here. What are you doing? And it made her cry. And then she had a stream, and she allowed random people from her community to come in, unfiltered, to talk to her on stream. And they basically made fun of her and made her cry. I'm just like, this is great content. She's a genius. I was like, man, I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's having like a Manhera moment, but holy crap. She's just so problematic. She's a genius content creator. She has so many people talking about her right now. I can't believe Hollow Management had her raiding in for that long. Oh my god, you guys have no idea. I told my managers that, like, you know, half your job is just placating. You know, not placating. Treating the talents like babies. Because they need to be babied. And they thought I was joking until they worked with them for 3 months. And they're like, oh my god, you're not joking. But, I mean, you kind of have to be a little crazy to be entertaining. Like, that's what's fun about it. Are you sure? Because until today, it's the first I've ever heard about it. Well, I mean, she's well known. That doesn't mean everybody knows her. Can we do that? Call it and shit talk you? That sounds like a good idea. However, I think if I did that, my managers would yell at me and be like, you're a CEO of a company. You can't do stuff like this anymore. You have to think about the image and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess. What you mean is I can't have fun anymore. You actually have a manager? No, I don't have a personal manager, but I do have managers who manage other people. Like, they work beneath me. They don't tell me what to do, but they do yell at me a lot. I guess they do kind of manage me now that I think about it. No, they don't. They don't manage me at all. There's a lot more work to go into management than telling people not to do stuff. There's a small chance that someone comes to yell the N-word at you, so it'd be fine. I mean, as long as I don't say it. You have a secretary, right? I used to have one, but then she quit to go join a big VTubing company. Now I just have an executive assistant who I have do tasks for me. Can't let this shit talk on Discord, but he can spend 2 matches talking about Twilight lore. I don't know why I started talking about Twilight lore. I think I just went on like an autistic rant. You'll get banned from Twitch though? Nuh-uh. You only get banned if people report you. Thoughts on the Vampire Diaries? I don't think I read those. Vampire Diaries, isn't that like, wasn't that inspired by Twilight and it was just like teenage angst? I think Twilight was like the last teenage angsty thing I read. It's like Twilight for moms and teenagers? Oh, okay. No, I never read it. The only thing I've heard about Vampire Diaries is that it's really bad. Because someone here mentioned it? You're talking about Twilight because somebody mentioned Melody stream. She was reading Twilight. Oh, yeah. I love Twilight. Nobody knows more about Twilight than I do. The target demographic is very obvious. It's cringe, but has a few good parts. I don't know. It seemed kind of dumb. Not as good as Twilight, obviously. Crap, my throat hurts. I gotta end it after this. You guys got me worked up. I don't know why you guys made me talk about Twilight. This is your guys' fault. You know you can't get me going. God damn it. We told you to stop? Well, you guys should have told me to keep going because I don't listen to you. No matter what you say, it's not my fault. The Vampire Diary books are older than your core demographic? My core demographic is a little bit older than you'd think, so I doubt that's true. It's just a bunch of like men in their 20s who play Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, men in their 20s and 30s. Excuse me. Hey, DuelLogs, don't give me a tier 3 sub? Okay, I won't. You guys have to be aware that I'm also a genius. You can't trick me. Bye-bye. See ya. Don't you have like 8 monsters in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 monsters in the deck. I only have 6 monsters in the deck. And my reasoning hit one immediately. The chances of that happening are pretty low. That's like flipping a coin and getting 5 heads in a row. No, that's crazy. 3 heads in a row. 5 heads in a row is pretty astronomically low. It's low but not impossible. Yeah, it is low, but it's very, like, improbable. The chances of that happening are very low. Whew. I was just luck sacked. Damn it. I keep losing. It's okay. It's not my fault. I gotta go. I gotta give my throat a rest. Who's streaming right now? There's a lot of people streaming. What do you guys want me to raid? Buy incel? I'm not an incel. Mini? Why mini? Bye logs. Have a good one. Haruma red. Buy voice. Voicel? What? Volcel? Can you raid Tempest TTV? Sansali? Volcel? Wait, what's a Volcel? Jade? I don't get it. Oh, Kira! But she's playing Team Fortress 2. I mean, Teamfight Tactics, and Teamfight Tactics is so boring. Voluntarily celibate? What? I'm not voluntarily celibate. I am... Okay, but I'm not voluntarily celibate. I'm just very uninterested in pursuing a relationship. That's it. Voluntarily celery. It's more like I am just more focused on the real goals in life, like getting that cheese. No, getting that cheddar. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill. I just like am better at life than you guys. That's all it is. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, we'll raid Mitty. I need you guys to spam her with messages about letting me in the egg lock. I have not submitted anything for the egg lock, so it's impossible. But I want you guys to spam her about it anyway. And I know you won't, because unless I type something out for you, you won't do it. So who cares? See you later.